Hey, what's up, guys? So I decided to do a little video on my deer rifle. Now, this is the rifle that I normally use for deer hunting. Now, as you guys know, whenever I did a review on my Ruger American 30-06, I said I use that gun every now and then for hunting as well. Depends where I'm hunting, but normally about probably 75% of the time I am using this gun right here. Now, please forgive the mess. I'm going to be doing some videos on these Ruger or on these Rapala lures, so I got some stuff set back there. But anyways, this right here is a Ruger Model 77 Mark II. Really handy gun. Barrel length is only 16 inches. The overall length is right about 37 inches, I believe. Yeah, it should be. Really good gun. Now, I have this one in a 308. That is one of my favorite calibers, and it's definitely one of my favorite deer hunting caliber. Now, this gun is a really nice gun. This was, if you guys are familiar with the Gunsight Scout from Ruger, this is actually the one that they put out right before that, and so many people like this gun, they decided to make the actual Scout model. Now, this does have a place for a Scout mounted scope on there. And I do like the idea, but I had this scope whenever I got it, which is a 2-7. I believe it's a by 32. All right here, yeah. 2-7 by 33. It's a Leupold VX1. I had this scope whenever I got it, and I didn't have a Scout scope at the time, so I just mounted it as is, and it has worked out really well. Now, I think, being that this is such a small, short gun, and it's fairly light, I think without the weight a little bit more over the hand, front hand, might be a bad thing. So I'm not even going to change it up at all. I've had this way for a real long time. Now, a little bit more on specs of the gun or interesting things. You have a 3-position safety right here. So whenever it is completely unsafe, you can't even move that bolt at all. That middle position, you can move the bolt and you can put rounds in the chamber, whatever, but you just can't pull the trigger. And then with the 3rd position, obviously, which is empty, you can just pull the trigger. Now, one thing I do not like about this, and this is the only thing, and I believe, and my brother says it's the same thing with his Model 77 from Ruger, is the trigger's a little bit mushy. But it's a very nice light trigger. It's just a single stage. And I really like 2-stage triggers. But to me, honestly, it's a really nice trigger. And if I'm shooting this for a little bit before I go hunting, like a week beforehand, I'm sighting it in or just making sure it's on, it's a really good trigger. But if I'm used to my 2-stage Mossberg trigger, my Ruger American trigger, my Winchester Wildcat trigger that I have on that, if I'm used to those and I go to hunt with this one will definitely catch you off guard. But overall, really good. Real good trigger. I'd like a 2-stage. Now, this does have this laminate stock. Obviously, that's a real famous laminate stock. And it has the Ruger action, which is much like the Mauser action. It's a really nice action. Very smooth. Let's see, you got the tear down right here. And you can see, here's the bolt. Real hefty bolt. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Real hefty bolt. Really nice. I really like the bolt and the action in this gun. I think they are top notch to say the least. But what do you expect out of Ruger, especially out of their Model 77s? They do a real good job. Anyone should be happy to own one of these guys. So now this doesn't have a drop down magazine, it has the internal, but if you actually hit this on the trigger, it will drop down just in case if you ever need to unload it quickly. Cannot load it that way though. Now this will hold, I believe it is 3 in the internal magazine, possibly 4. I'm pretty sure it's just 3 though. It might be 4. I don't know. You can hold quite a bit. I know you can hold at least 4 rounds in here with one in the chamber, including the one in the chamber, which is more than sufficient. Now with this short barrel, I really like this 308 cartridge. Works very well out of the short barrels, and I think that having a short barrel rifle in the 308 caliber makes that 308 cartridge and the bullet act like a very good middle ground between a 30-30 lever action and then like a normal barrel length 30-06, which you know, to be honest with you, if I had this 308 in the same barrel length as the 30-06, it'd be hard to pick. But since it's a shorter one, and I think that 308 works very well out of the shorter barrel guns, I like to use this. It's very easy to carry around in the woods, and with the shorter barrel, the 308 cartridge isn't so much like a 30-06 where it's going to demolish a lot of meat. I've gotten plenty of deer with this gun. I've shot deer with this gun whenever the deer are on the run. Any kind of quick times where you have to really pick up and shoot real quick, which is really nice to have this 2 to 7 power Leupold scope. I can crank it the whole way down to 2 if I want to and be able to pick up a target real quick. It's also really clear as well, which is also nice, especially since it's kind of on the budget side of the Leupold scopes. But you know, overall, just want to say this gun is a really good gun. It is a little bit pricey. It is probably what you would consider the most expensive gun I have, other than probably my AR. But it is well worth it. Now, like I said, if I had a Ruger American and it was a little bit shorter barrel, such as the Ruger American Predator and like a 308, I would probably use that. Or sorry, the Ruger American Ranch style and the 308. I'd probably use one of those over this guy just because those ones are so light. But I really like this, and I really like the 38 cartridge. That's what I use for deer, for the majority of my deer hunting. Now, I have done a review on the Hornady American Whitetail ammo before. I really like it. I use the 150 grain, just their interlocks. And that is what I use in this gun, and it has worked phenomenally. And I can't say anything, and I just can't say enough good things about it, to be truthful with you. So, anyways, guys, that is my deer setup. This is my, you know, not necessarily what I would call a brush gun, but, you know, if I'm not hunting in the brush where I like to use my 30-30, so anywhere between woods, you know, short fields, you know, up to a little bit longer fields, I use this one all the time. You know, 30-06 every now and then I'll take out. But I really like this gun. I really like the cartridge. The barrel length combination with the cartridge is a very good match. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This little short review. This is the up close review of the Ruger Model 77 Mark II. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please put it down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day.